So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught out left by Perriman. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
I know one adage that actually held up last year. Age is just a number. And I'm talking about Larry Fitzgerald. 33 years old, led the NFL in receptions with 107.
Third oldest guy to lead the NFL. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
No, check. Patriot. Now let's go. 319.
He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Gresham. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 33. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control it. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Lynch in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up.
He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They're able to find Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They run it with McKinnon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go!
McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner. Busting throw to get him for a loss of 6. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go. Green. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Gun. Let's go. Green. Back out of that Philly. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They run with Logan. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. 3, 19. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look. No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kindici. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A big third down play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And Gresham has it left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Blue landed.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. They've got to keep hammering.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back now here on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down, here's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Well, live to fight another down, right?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green, back down Philly. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 89 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
One surefire way to know that a guy's a great corner or wants to be a great corner, they don't mind the ball in the air in their direction. In fact, they welcome it. That's Patrick Peterson. Throw it in my area. I'm going to take it away from you, as we just saw there.
6 straight Pro Bowls. Might as well pencil him in for a few more in the future, right?
I think we use ink instead.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Rashid Hageman in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's McKinnon. And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well. It's
a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.